Hey everyone. Today we're diving into a story that just might change the way you see the veggies on your plate. Picture this. Your bones quietly getting weaker day by day, while you're happily munching on so-called healthy greens. But what if I told you some of those very veggies could be silently wrecking your bone health? Let's take a bold look at the facts. You might not survive this silent damage if you keep eating them unaware of the risks. So, before we dig into the truth, take a moment to like and subscribe, but only if you truly enjoy what I'm doing here. Alright, let's jump in and explore this together. Spinach sits on your plate, soft, glossy, deep green like a shining symbol of health. You slice a piece, dip it in garlic sauce, and feel good, like you're doing your body a huge favor. But behind those tender leaves lies a truth your bone doctor won't tell you during that rushed glance at your x-ray. Spinach, yes, the superfood, is packed with oxalates. Sounds technical, but here's the deal. Oxalates block your body from absorbing calcium. So when you load up on spinach, the calcium from all your other healthy foods, oxalates trap it and flush it right out through your urine. Slowly, silently, your hip bone, the very thing keeping you upright in that chair, starts turning porous like an old crumbling sponge. Now imagine switching the dish. Spinach out. In goes a handful of kale, crispy, fresh, vibrant. Not only is kale low in oxalates, but it's loaded with plant-based calcium that your body can actually absorb, thanks to its natural dose of vitamin K. And that vitamin K? It's like a silent architect rebuilding the foundation of your bones night after night. It's wild, isn't it? One leafy green quietly stealing your strength, while another works overtime to restore it. So now you wonder, should you keep eating spinach? Or should you exile it forever to the looks healthy but nope list? The answer isn't black and white. When you're young, your body can handle more. But at your age, when even a tiny misstep in the bathroom could mean months of recovery, choosing your greens isn't just about taste, it's survival. Remember that one time you slipped and thought, good thing I didn't break anything? That wasn't luck. That was your skeleton waving a red flag. And if you keep starting your mornings with spinach, next time, you might not be so lucky. You're holding a slice of green tomato, slightly tangy, a little crunchy, with that unique bite older folks tend to love, especially when it's battered and fried or turned into a sweet jam. But right at that moment, your body is working overtime to handle an uninvited guest, solanine. Solanine is a natural glycoalkaloid found in nightshade plants, especially in unripe green tomatoes. Sure, a little won't knock you down instantly, but over time solanine can build up in your system, quietly triggering low-grade inflammation, worsening joint pain, and even weakening bone tissue if consumed too often. One green tomato a day won't kill you, but it won't make your bones any stronger either. Now picture this. You swap out that green tomato from your salad for something else, broccoli. Not flashy, not exciting at first glance, but broccoli is the quiet life partner your skeleton's been waiting for, packed with vitamin K, vitamin C, and a respectable dose of calcium. But more importantly, it supports collagen production. And collagen? That's the glue keeping your bones from snapping like paper-thin wafers under pressure. See, crunchy isn't always a good thing. Some foods are crunchy in the mouth and make your bones just as brittle over time. Green tomatoes fall into that category. Broccoli? It's not trendy, not crunchy, but it's silently guarding each vertebra, each joint, every single step you take. Should you eat green tomatoes? If you truly crave them, maybe once a month as a rare treat. But if they're showing up on your plate every week, ask yourself, are you trying to build a healthier body or just feeding your taste buds at your own expense? Because sometimes, what makes your mouth happy today is the same thing that makes your back, your knees, and your wrists scream tomorrow. There's something seductive about eggplant, shiny, deep purple, silky soft when cooked. You usually braise it with a splash of soy sauce, serve it over white rice, and feel like you've made a smart, low-fat, fiber-rich veggie choice. But, with every bite of that meltingly soft slice, your body quietly scrambles to adjust pH levels, rebalance minerals, and fight to keep calcium from leaking out of your bones. Eggplant, like many other nightshade veggies, contains solanine. Yes, again. But that's not all. It also packs a small dose of chlorogenic acid. While it has some antioxidant benefits, too much can disrupt your body's mineral absorption. What's more concerning is that large, frequent servings of eggplant may lower your potassium and magnesium levels, two essential players in keeping your bones dense and your electrolytes stable. So, who's the hero in this story? Brussels sprouts, the tiny veggie that looks like a baby cabbage, once loathed by kids across the globe. But for aging bones, they're pure gold. Brussels sprouts are rich in manganese, a rarely mentioned mineral that's absolutely vital for building new bone tissue and maintaining healthy cartilage. Add in vitamin K and folate, and you've got a bone-loving trifecta that not only strengthens but also adds flexibility to your skeleton. Now, some might argue that eggplant is packed with antioxidants, and they're not wrong. But the real question isn't, is it healthy? It's, is it healthy for your bones? And if you're on osteoporosis meds or dealing with low bone density, the answer might be, not as often as you think. You don't have to hate eggplant. But if your bones have ever ached for no reason, or you've crossed the 60-year mark, the choice between a comforting braised dish and a tiny green bud isn't just about flavor. It's a decision that speaks to your future. Try lightly steaming Brussels sprouts, drizzle with a bit of unsalted butter, and finish with a pinch of Himalayan pink salt. Sometimes the less exciting dish is the one keeping you standing strong for years to come. There's something deceptively harmless sitting in your veggie basket, the green bell pepper. Fresh, crunchy, vibrant, and it looks like the poster child for healthy eating. You toss a few slices into your stir-fry, your salad, or even munch on it raw like an afternoon snack. But here's the twist. Green bell peppers are just unripe red peppers, and that little detail makes them not so innocent after all. Green bell peppers are loaded with lectins, a type of plant protein that, for some people, especially older adults with sensitive digestion, can cause mild gut inflammation and hinder nutrient absorption. But the problem doesn't stop in your stomach. When your body isn't fully absorbing essential minerals like calcium and vitamin D, guess what gets budget cuts first? Your bones. It's like pulling bricks from a house's foundation to build a fancier living room upstairs. Now turn to a humble alternative no one talks about: red amaranth greens. Not trendy, not Instagram-worthy, but if you've ever had a bowl of amaranth porridge cooked by your mom as a kid, you've already tasted one of nature's unsung bone protectors. Red amaranth is rich in bioavailable calcium, packed with iron, manganese, and, most importantly, vitamin C, which helps your body absorb calcium from other foods. It also contains just the right amount of magnesium to calm your nerves, relax your muscles, and support bone tissue regeneration after micro-injuries. Scientists still debate how toxic lectins really are. Should we cut them out completely, or just reduce them? But if you're dealing with osteoporosis, arthritis, or simply aiming to move through your 50s and 60s without your bones complaining at every step, maybe green bell peppers shouldn't be your daily go-to. Instead, go back to what's familiar: a warm bowl of red amaranth soup, or a soft spoonful of porridge that nourishes from the inside out. The crunch of a green pepper might feel satisfying, but the warmth, softness, and subtle power of red amaranth is what keeps your bones breathing steady, night after night. And remember, you don't need foods that look strong. You need foods that actually keep you standing strong. You've always thought of carrots as your good buddy for bright eyes and glowing skin. And yes, it's true. They're packed with beta-carotene and vitamin A. But are carrots really the hero your bones have been waiting for? Sadly, not quite. Carrots contain a small amount of oxalic acid, not nearly as much as spinach, but still enough to interfere with calcium absorption if you're munching on them excessively every single day. And on top of that, carrots are fairly high in carbohydrates, which, when overconsumed, can fuel chronic inflammation. And inflammation? That's public enemy number one for bone health. It slows down bone regeneration and increases your risk of osteoporosis over time. So what's a smarter swap? Enter bok choy, the underappreciated green quietly standing tall in the produce aisle. Unlike the humble carrot, bok choy is rich in calcium and vitamin K, two key players in maintaining bone density and boosting collagen production. Plus, bok choy is loaded with antioxidants that help reduce inflammation, protecting your body from the wear and tear of age and daily stress. Should you stop eating carrots? Not necessarily. In moderation, they're fine, especially when you maintain a balanced, diverse diet. But bok choy? It deserves a spot on your bone hero list. The vegetables you choose don't just impact your bone health, they send a deeper message to your body. I see you. I'm taking care of you. Every bite becomes a small but powerful act of self-respect. So ask yourself, do you actually want better health? Or are you just following habit? Start with something simple, something small, like the greens you add to your plate today. Because tiny shifts like that, they're how strong bones are built. One forkful at a time. Take a deep breath. Let your body relax and allow your mind to gently float with each word I speak. Throughout this journey, we've explored vegetables that seemed familiar, even comforting, but quietly worked against the strength of your bones. And we've uncovered those hidden allies, nutrient-packed choices that quietly support your body, year after year. Remember, bone health isn't just about calcium or vitamin D. It's a delicate dance, a symphony of minerals, vitamins, hormones, and how your body metabolizes every single bite. Sometimes it's the smallest shifts in your plate that lead to the biggest changes. Quiet changes, subtle, but powerful. Each floret of broccoli, each humble Brussels sprout, each vibrant leaf of red amaranth or tender bok choy, these aren't just vegetables. They're quiet guardians. They're laying down bricks one by one in the foundation that keeps you standing tall. They're what give you confidence with every step, every reach, every deep breath you take, especially as the years pass. And tonight, when the world quiets down and your home turns still, I want you to breathe deeply again and feel proud. Because in choosing better, you're not just feeding your hunger, you're honoring your future self. Thank you for spending this time with me, for choosing to care for your health, one meal at a time. If this video helped you in any way, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep walking this path of wellness together. Until next time, rest well and take good care of yourself.